I'm a lawyer. My name is Luhrsen, Luhrsen. You know, June is National Gay Pride Month, but this year I think we should call it National Civil Rights Month, because rights for the LGBT community really is the civil rights issue of the 21st century. Most likely sometime this year, the United States Supreme Court will make marriage equality the law of the land, so that all Americans will have an equal opportunity to marry the person they love and have the sort of family that they want to have. But if I'm right about that, if the Supreme Court does make marriage equality a constitutional right, fully 52% of the LGBT community will still live in states where they could be fired for no reason except being who they are. 52% will live in states where they could be denied housing just because of who they are. And fully 52% of the LGBT community in the United States will be susceptible to being denied access to restaurants, hotels, movie theaters, airlines, all places of public accommodation. And 86% of children of LGBT parents will go to school in states where there are no laws to protect them against bullying because of who their parents are and the kind of family that they come from. So these laws that we have, these are man-made laws, and they have the same limitations that all man-made laws have. And let us always remember, especially this June, that justice and law are not the same. Laws can embody standards, and they do embody standards, but those standards aren't necessarily justice. We've had lots of laws, and we accepted lots of things through American history, and all of these things were acceptable until the day we stopped accepting them. Jim Crow was once the law of the land. At one time, it was absolutely permissible to discriminate based on gender, but we stopped accepting it. What I'm saying today is that the final task, the task of justice and equality, is not up to the government. It's a task that is up to each and every one of us. And every time we turn our heads to men who hide behind unjust laws, every time we pretend to be blind and deaf to social injustice, every time we do that, we strike a blow against freedom and justice and equality. The time is now for all of us to speak up and speak out, strike a blow for justice and equality, and get on board with the civil rights movement of the 21st century. Thanks, come back again.